Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
And they're on the 28-yard line.
Here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Down. They'll set up to throw. A pickup there at the 13. First down, Washington.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
1st and 10. Now it's the Arizona product, that is Corey Krosky-Merritt. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. That's McClure open on the left side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Commanders first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Chap, check, chap, chap 60, chap 60.
A run out of the gun. Krosky-Merritt. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go with Bill. That's Krusty Merritt. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5.
Go! 70 Lions! Viking 18!
Krusty Merritt to run again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Washington.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, will be a bit of a letdown. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go! Go!
They'll run with Krusty Merritt. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready up! Here we go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger! Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat!
He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Krusty Merritt is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Carter on the return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he gets this one up to the 28-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing.
the 40. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
Okay, ready? Set. Hawk 70.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of 7 on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. From the 31, here is 2nd down and 5.
Shut up. Liking 18. 18 Carter. 18 Carter. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Take go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got a man. It's McClure. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
2nd and 10.
Ready? Go.
And a run. Here's Krusty Merritt. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. Pass caught left side by Fant. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Check smash, check smash.
to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your progressions, take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve at.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And this turns out to be a nice return as he is out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Claude Martin.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, goes to ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
Set. Go street. 18. Second pirate. Second pirate.
Right back to Krosky Merritt. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. It has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Here's 1st and 10. There's a run left side, and Krosky Merritt. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
70 Lions.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Quick throw taken in, and that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther Street. Panther Street. Huh.
And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and
4. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll go right and find his running back. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Good, check. 180, 180.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. 1st down and more to the 45. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 37 yards.
3rd down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
Down inside the 10. And he's in. What a drive. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Dragon 60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Bakuba. And it's a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This throw left side caught by Kittle. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Kittle is the man in motion. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 37 yards. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3.
At one point, it felt like a touchdown was almost inevitable, but now after 2 back-to-back wins by this defense, all of a sudden it seems like the defense is in control, and this drive's in danger of stalling out.
Back at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Saquon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Three seconds, all that remained in this 1st half, as that one's away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Give them what they asked for. It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Lions. Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Second and inches. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier.
And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this third-quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here into third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Don't touch it! What up? Don't touch it!
Trying to start on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Commanders are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Start the drive with Crosby Merritt. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Nick Cross will bring him down.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Humphrey very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
70 Lions.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. The Commanders about to send this one away as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 34-yard line.
Kittle is the man in motion. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He's got room to the 45. 20, 15, and he will score again. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Now return coming from the 7. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Check go.
Now they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hup.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Sending it downfield for Fant. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
Great, set.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Hurts. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. This will be returnable from his own 15. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle of the big target. Thanks. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 18. And a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. He'll look to throw. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Hurt! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Connecting with the tight end. That's it. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Set. 19 Tigers.
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Room to run inside the 40. And he's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Let's go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Great, set.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And there's defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Back at the 36-yard.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
No touch that. All right, anyway. No touch.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Great, set. Trimmer. Kyle, let's get it. No touch.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
The ball carried by number 39. He's brought down to the 26. A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This one from 43 yards away. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Ready up. Let's go now.
A run to begin the drive, and it's Krusty Merritt. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
That's good.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ready. Go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Out to his right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. The rookie from Penn State on target with that one. It leads to a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Washington.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Washington. His 4th TD grab of the season. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Commanders will get just a bit closer.
Commanders 17.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
On the run, here's Carter. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Over the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Hurts to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Our run with Carter. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
A carry. This is Carter. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Here's Carter. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll run here. It's Carter. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
2nd and 9.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Victory formation.